Welcome everybody, hello once again, Rosgrease Gaming back with another video once again in World of Warships, and today we have the Tier 7 Japanese destroyer, the Shiratsuyu, which is a pretty nimble little destroyer. This is I believe the next one before Akatsuki, the gunboat destroyer that they added in the new list. And we're on the map Haven, one of the new maps that they've added, and this is again under the 0.6.3 battle that I decided to bring up. And I tried doing this for all of you so that I can get a good example of a Japanese destroyer in 0.6.3 and what the difference is. And this is it. This is the video where I'm going to get a prime example of that for sure. Now, here in Haven, I've already noticed that they're already capping C. There's somebody now capping B. So I am making my way there, and I'm going to try to see if I can spot these guys. And there's our first prime suspect, the Mahan. He doesn't see me, and I'm making my way across the island. I slow myself to a crawl, just for a quick second here. Whale my shells, and then I gun it again. Reset the cap with that, and then I fire again. I'm just gonna try to deal as much damage. Mahan doesn't have that great amount of damage. He decides to put up his smoke. He's trying to hide. But we're firing on him, and now we can't reset the cap because he's the only ship there. And I'm gonna try to hit the Akatsuki as well. If I hit him, maybe I reset the cap and I miss. The Akatsuki is now making his way into cap, and I'm going to have to leave him be. Now the Mahan kept going. So at this time, I had a hunch, hence the torp reload, maybe he's going to try to make his way towards around the island and get a few good salvos in. This would be a good way to try to sneak up on me, and vice versa. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and there's the enemy VG, and you go, Raz, why won't you fire? Well, this is 0.6.3. You don't fire like you used to. Seriously, you don't fire your main battery guns. You really don't want to. The Japanese have a decent, but not great damage per second. And that VG just got hit hard. Had to have been either the cruiser or one of the battleships that just had the right place at the right time, taking that salvo in. And our emerald is history. Now I decided to use speed boost. And I turned around because I had a feeling that maybe it wasn't the best idea to stay in that position. They took the cap, and now they seem to be saying, see you later, boys. We're not staying here anymore. I don't see that. I see, we need the cap. We need to pursue. And I got detected. By who, you ask? Well, look to our right. What do you see? Oh, hi, Mahan. You still around? So apparently he's sped up and then stopped in this location, and I'm gonna keep firing shells to see if I can hit him blindly. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
Smoke screen set.
So now I wait for the waiting game. Now I know he's gonna try to throw torpedoes at me, and I'm not that stupid. So I decide to back off and pull back a little bit behind the island. There's the Mahan, and there's his torpedoes. Shells out. Time to teach him some manners. Of course we missed on that salvo. Now he's still running away. He's running away behind the island. But he ain't gonna be staying there for long. See, he's turning around. And we do a nice another salvo to him again. his engines are out. Now I'm getting out of smoke so I can keep an eye on him. I want to get rid of him as quick as I can. One less destroyer is going to help us dramatically in the match. I don't care if I'm detected. At this time, I don't give a dang. I want him dead. I want him removed from outer space. Raz, why won't you use torpedoes? That's a waste of a good torpedo, man. You don't waste a good torpedo on a ship like that. Especially when it's weak and frail like that. Here comes the shells again. My accuracy isn't great in them, but the Shiratsuyu. Yeah, the Shiratsuyu doesn't have very good guns for accuracy, but it does the trick. And unfortunately, we got a surprise from our enemy with that enemy New Mexico. No, Mr. New Mexico, go away from me. So we go behind the island. He can't detect me. And we turn nose in. Hopefully we can have him miss him because we're spread too much. And now he decides to turn. So I threw torpedoes, assuming he's going to turn around. But then I angle myself once again, but unfortunately that round did some pretty decent damage. Now I use the torpedo reload again, one more time. And I bet those torpedoes, and yes they are, they're going to miss. So, trying to get around behind the island, then, ooh, that hurt. Luckily we're not in second battery range. Now I would throw the torpedoes out now, but there's an enemy DD that we've killed still in the way from sinking. So I start falling back and start throwing torpedoes out.
Smoke generator started.
And smoke up so he can't see me. Now that I'm not seen, I can take the cap. And now it's a patient game, folks. Might as well take a cocktail and enjoy ourselves while we're getting this cap.
Set.
And there's a torpedo hit. Now, I fired my guns, thinking, okay, he's roughly around there. Let's see if I can get a good HE or AP round into him. Nothing. So I stopped firing. Not worth our time to keep firing and hoping to see if we get the target. He got torpedoed, he's going to be running away. It's no point of us continuing that battle. Now that we got the cap, now we're going to have to see what the situation holds. We are not doing good here. We are losing big time. So we need a miracle here. So let's see here. What are our options? Well, the stranglers on the east side of the map are clearly concentrating on one battleship. So they're pretty much going to be worthless as any other noob in the team. But then New Mexico's coming back in range. So I'm going to throw torpedoes at him and then I'm going to make my way out of here. And see if I can do something else in the meantime. There's got to be something productive I can do. So I'm going to throw torpedoes there, and I think I'm going to go, and I did. I'm going to go across, and I'm going to take the sea cap. That will stop another cap point, and they'll reduce their cap income by half. It's better than nothing. But this is where we're going to get a little bit of a this isn't pretty incident. And this is where we're probably going to have ourselves brown our pants a little bit. So I make it into cap, and I'm detected. Oh, what's this? Enemy Badioni. Well, this is not good. Avastilon lovers, time to retreat. Treat in a full, hearty way. At this time, I was glad that my pants were not fully soiled and that the Badioni did not have a very good thought process. Meanwhile, the enemy Arizona is making his way, it appears, towards us. I notified the team that there might be a Bodiani coming across and going to cause some trouble. What I'm going to say now is the most surprising thing I've ever seen in life. I get detected once again. No, I'm trying to get the cap. Why? No. Fire! And this was the luckiest thing ever. I should have died right there. I should have died. But I didn't. So I stopped, and I now angle myself with the cap. Now, if you guys notice, I have 2 consumables still left. So I throw torpedoes out. Speed boost and torpedo load. And I pray that this guy is not intelligent. There's the one. And, well, I believe, everybody, that has got to be the luckiest thing that's ever happened to a destroyer in a long time. I don't know about you, but I think that has got to be the most luckiest thing ever to happen to a destroyer in matchmaking in quite some time. For me, let alone. That was quite terrifying. So, after we clean ourselves and rid ourselves of that sad scariness, I'm going to take this cap. Thank you, Bodiani, for your utter failures of trying to complete the objective. Well, Raz, thanks you for your hard-earned service. You have now served us a nice, clean, near chance of not dying and losing. I thank you. You're quite welcome. Now, the Akazuki is doing the old school way of a destroyer. I'm gonna go out on far reaches of the map and try to torpedo him right at the edge of my torp range and try to torp him. Well, Akazuki, you might have a problem with that. It's called the torpedoes will die out because he's going to be running away from the torpedoes, which means your torpedo runs are basically worthless as, you know, anything else, like free gift cards you get from the store. Sometimes they're just worthless.
I am going to end this once and for all.
So we decide to give the Arizona some love and attention at this time. I threw out one set of torpedoes, they miss. Threw out a second set of torpedoes. And wait for it. Did we miss again? Why, yes we did. However, to me, all hope is not lost. For I have a plan. First, we're waiting for him. But now I feel like that we're not angled properly, so this is where things get dicey. We back up. Throw the torpedoes out. Raz, can you be lucky a second time? Had at it, boys. It was nice knowing you. And there's my death. However, I don't think that he will be lasting very long, everybody. I think those torpedoes look pretty good. And I believe you're right. That'll be one dead, very dead battleship. With that out of the way, they're down to a cruiser and a destroyer. Not a cruiser and a battleship. Meanwhile, the Cleveland is desperately trying to get a kill off the New Mexico. And the Akazuki is trying to kill a Emerald who is way better than him. So I told him, get the hell out of there, torp, and run. Just run. Don't even try to get him. Don't even try killing him. You're not worth doing it. Unfortunately, the Akazuki gets spotted, and it was nice knowing you, Sonny. Meanwhile, the Cleveland decides to miscap completely and go for a kill on the New Mexico, completely ignoring the true point of being a cruiser in this game. Yes, the Cleveland's got some good damage per minute salvos, but at your health, you're not gonna last long. Take the lead and run. Cleveland, time to go. You're near dead. You have a repair? Cleveland. Well, won't you learn? At least that New Mexico has a brain. How many times have I had to tell people, honestly, and you'll see it come up in chat. Capping is just, if not more valuable, than actually getting the kill. Kills only count for a tiny portion of your skill settings. But it doesn't matter. Our ship died due to the salvos by the New Mexico and the New York class. And we're getting the final cap. And the Emerald will not be able to stop the cap points in time. Because now we're just getting points and they're not getting any. And there is the game. Set and match almost. And there it is. We get quite the score, everyone. It's quite impressive. We come back with only the first blood, but we got 3 kills, 4 floodings, 7 defends, 2 captures, 28 target hits with the 5 torpedoes. We also get 55,000 damage. We destroyed 2 modules while in the action, or damaged and not destroyed. Caused a little bit of flooding, but it was the damage overall with our ship. Have to give a compilation to that Arizona. Well done, sir, with your 3 kills. However, I think that our team, even though some of them did diddly squat, or did poor ideas of actions, I believe it was a pretty solid match overall. And I think this is a good representation of 0.6.3. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. As always, take care.